Welcome back, friends, to the shop. Boy, it's been a week or so since I put up, or several days since I put up a video. I have been so sick. I have got stricken with some sort of a respiratory infection, and I've just been down on the couch. I got up off my pallet to do Owen's live stream yesterday, but boy, I went right back on it. So I just haven't been able to do a whole lot. So I feel a little bit better today. Speaking of Owen's stream, I highly advise you, after this video, you guys to go over to Unauthorized TV and to watch that. We had the best time. I think him and I could have talked all day, and the topic was the importance of being the priest of your household and head of your house. And it was so delightful to speak with him. He's such a kind-hearted guy, and we have so much in common. Anyway, it came through in the video. I really enjoyed it and appreciate that opportunity. So I'll put a link to that. Make sure you watch mine first, but go on over there. My next video, I'm going to be explaining a big move to the channel, what we're going to be doing. We're not going to get into that today. I might upload 2 videos today. We'll see. So as I said, I wasn't up to doing a whole lot, so I thought, well, I'm going to feel bad on the couch, or I might as well be doing something, right? It's not going to make much difference. So I thought, well, I'll come out and organize a little bit. And I got into the dark recesses of the shop that I hadn't been into for a while, and I started opening some boxes that just brought a flood of memories from my childhood and things that I had done with my grandfather and prospecting for gold and hunting and his war stuff. And I got to going through it, and I thought, I think you guys would really enjoy some of these stories and some of these memories, and that we'd share them together. So maybe we can get it in a video. Maybe it'll take 2 or 3. But let's start with the gold. I was so tickled to find this box. I had completely forgotten that my grandfather had given it to me. Made in West Germany. He always bought quality. Everything here on the table is just, it's still here. That tells you a lot. But back in the day, my granddad would take me. We used to do prospecting. We'd panning for gold, basically. And so he would build these sluice boxes out of plywood with astroturf in the bottom, and we would spend all day. We'd build up a dam, and we'd run 2 sluice boxes, one for him and one for me. And he would build these suction things, kind of like the deals you use for clams, where you hold your thumb over it. And he would cut up inner tubes, and he would basically make a hand pump, and you would stick it underneath the roots in the dirt while you were waiting on the stream, and then you would pull it out, and then we would empty it into these 5-gallon buckets, and we would do this all day long in that freezing cold water in chest waders, hip waders. And at the end of the day, after 8-10 hours of work, we would roll up that carpet, and we would drain all that into a pan, like you see, the panning for gold pans, and to see what we got for the day, because we were looking for gold. And this is the set of scales, the German-made scales that he had bought for weighing to see what we had got. That was quite a thing when we were kids, I'll tell you. There's a little mast here, and it screws in. You've probably seen something like this before, but this is a good one. It's not like the cheap ones that they make. 1983, and he put his name on there. So the thing that I didn't realize was that the gold that we had gotten together, he never would keep anything himself. He'd give me everything. When I was a kid, I told you he worked as a mechanic. And he would save all of the scrap metal, from broken parts and things. And once a year, we would go and take that to the sell it for scrap metal, and he would split it with me, even though I hadn't done any of the work, just because I went with him. But this was really something. So you can see we've got the little weights right here, and I just can't tell you the memories that springs back. But the cool thing about it was this here is the gold that we had gotten, that we had acquired right there from that last couple times that we went. I think if you were to say how long did it take to get this gold, and we'll weigh it and see how much we have here, because I don't know. I would say that would probably be between the 2 of us. I was just a boy, so he did the majority of the work. I'd say probably about maybe about a week, probably 5 days or so to get that. So also you can see here we did find nuggets. You can see right there, those are larger pieces there. Let's have a little fun here, and let's put those in there and see what we have here with that gold. It looks like there's a crown. I don't think we found that one there in the stream, but I know all these nuggets we found. Here's one that he'd put on a stud for maybe like a lapel pin. We'll throw that in there too, right? And then look at this. That's all gold nuggets right there. And it must have been everything that we had found, because we went a couple times to do that. And man, what great memories. Here, these are claws from a bear that I shot when I was a boy, and he was looked like he's working on turning that into something. And then finally, we've got a not really my style right there. Maybe I should break that out there. The gold nugget ring with the acrylic vial in there and the little nuggets. I thought that was kind of cool. So here's the bulk of it, but that's heavy. Look at that. That's pure gold right there. So let's set the scale up, see what we have, and we can talk about that a little bit. This is fun. We get to do this together. I can't tell you how the memories have flooded back from this. I just remember it like it was yesterday. My poor granddad, bless him, but I remember after working all day long at the end of the day and him turning me loose with that gold pan, and I remember him being so nervous. I didn't notice it at the time, but I look back now. He was so nervous that I was going to, because it takes a lot of talent or a lot of skill to pan for gold, or you all your work for the whole day, you can, with one wrong flick of the wrist, you can lose everything. So we've got these little weights here, and they're, this one here opens up, even got tweezers in there. I think these are penny weights right here. So there's small aluminum ones if these are too big. So we have a 2 ounce, a 1 ounce, and what's this say here? So let's see, 1 ounce. I guess we could start with that. Yeah, I think it says 1 ounce. What's this one right here? That one says 10 DWT. 10 weight? Man, I don't know what that means. I really don't know. I'm not up on all that stuff. But let's empty this in here and see. Well, I don't know if I want to mix those two, do I? Yeah, let me take the nuggets out. We'll weigh those separately, and we'll just do the fine gold. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? And it's heavy. I mean, you wouldn't believe how heavy that is. So we can pour that in there. Boy, we worked hard for that gold, I'll tell you what. We used to prospect down in, it was down in Wolf Creek, I think it was southern Oregon. And it had been a place where they had hydro-mined back at the turn of the century, but there was still a lot of gold in there to be had, and probably is today, no doubt, if you wanted to just go there on a small scale. So I've got the 1 ounce weight in there, and we'll just add these. Oh, there we go. We got more than an ounce. That surprises me. Let's just add all those small bits and those nuggets in there, and then we'll see what we have all together. I wouldn't sell this for the world. It's not about money. I wouldn't take 100 times for it. So let's add one of these small ones right here. What we got there? No, maybe we should get a bit. Wouldn't be 2 ounces, would it? I wouldn't think so. No, it's not 2 ounces. So if we do this one and we do this, what's this half guy right there? Nope, that's too much too. Okay, well, how about this guy here? Now we add another one. Okay, so we're getting down to the nitty gritty there. Let's go one a little bit lighter. Oh, that's too much as well. How about this guy? Now we're getting there. Oh, that's the scales. That's it right there. There's a little bit more in here in this ring, but if we add the tooth or the crown, oh boy, that's a chunk of gold right there. Now we know why our dentist charges so much here. So let's go back. We'll put that bigger one. Is that going to scale? Yeah. That's a bit too much right there. So this one's small. No, that's our smallest one. So what we would do then, I remember he would take these guys, these aluminum pieces, and this is, what's a CRN? Maybe one of you jewelers can tell us. That's about it right there, isn't it? I don't know. Well, it's a beautiful little scale, isn't it? It just kind of works on that little pendulum deal there, a V cut in it. I'd say that's about right. So what did we end up with here? We got definitely a 1 ounce, and we have a 10 DWT. I should know what that is, and 12 CRN. Maybe somebody can look that up, and it'd be kind of fun to see what's that worth in today's market. You know, not that I'd sell it, but it'd be kind of interesting to see. But that's cool, isn't it? That is really, really something. All right, let's wrap up. I want to tell you the story about before we wrap up about Bing.